I don't know what's up with your what's up with this, Sammy. You're like,
Turned. Well, I don't know. Had a birthday since we last did this, and
all right, here we are. We're back on Hold the Mayo. With me as always, Sam the Man McMahon.
yeehaw!
There he is, and I am Dan Gutierrez, IV, here to represent for the Florida people, wearing my cowboy hat. Sammy and I both agreed to wear cowboy hats this week and probably for the rest of our lives
All right,
um until we outgrow them. Last week
dude.
Sammy had a very nice hat on. However,
It didn't fit. This sucker
it
fits.
it didn't quite fit. This hat looks much better, Sammy. I
Yeah.
applaud you on your effort to put on something that doesn't
Hey,
make it look like you just stole it from a thrift shop.
dude, I have a huge head. I when I worked at Aetna, no lie, my and the guy in our league, the other Dan in our league, he got me
Yeah.
the job there. They would call me Jack, like Jack in the Box, because my head is so freaking big. He'd always make. I grew up with him. He'd always make fun of how big my head is, and they would call me Jack. So yeah, finding helmets in football was always hard. Cowboy hats and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
that one that hat last week was one that they gave to us at our summit last year, but I didn't know they were doing that, so I went out and bought a hat because that was the theme, Cowboys and stuff. So I wasted $50 on a hat, but it looks pretty good, man.
If you spent $50 on that hat, man, you got taken. This one cost me 36, and mine looks better than yours.
What does yours say on the front?
What does it say? It doesn't say anything. It's just like little holes.
Uh,
These are like little holes, like
okay.
so my head can like.
There's just yeah, it's kind of washed out. So yeah, so your head can breathe.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
No. So yeah, hold the Mayo, dude. So I have a story, and I'm gonna need some prayer from our listeners, our watchers. So back in the day, I'm old and fat now, but I actually used to play sports. I used to play football, softball, tennis, roller hockey, racquetball. I mean, dude, basketball. If there was anything I could do to go play something, I would. I was never good or overly good at anything. I sucked at basketball, but I could guard you. I could foul you and make sure you didn't score.
yeah, yeah.
Remember,
You had the Bill Lambier style of
Bill
basketball.
Bill
I
Lambier,
know
dude.
you did.
Dude, love Bill Lambier.
That
Heck
guy's
yeah.
your man.
So I always would play sports. About 15 years ago, still playing for a while, but then over time, as you get old, teams disband and all that. Well, the last softball league that I played in, we're champions for like 2 years straight. Blah blah blah. I've been trying to get back into playing over the years, but never could. No one wants an old fat guy. Well, through the church that I'm kind of going to, I signed up for softball. And I don't think I've literally sprinted in about 10 years, much less swung a bat. I've played golf. We actually played top golf on Sunday, but I haven't done any true sporting event in probably a decade. And I'm going to die.
Well,
So please pray.
the only thing that I have to say, actually two things I want to say. One, I don't know how you kind of go to a church. You either go or you don't go.
I
Personally,
haven't been
I
going
don't.
as much.
You
Yeah, I
haven't been
haven't been
going.
going as much as I should. I've I've never struck out swinging softball. I am scared that I'm going to strike out swinging in softball, dude. I
Oh
don't want
man,
to be that guy,
record that video. That would
dude. Oh my
be.
gosh.
I want to see you. It's gonna be one of those deals where you swing and miss, and you lose balance, and you twirl around
No,
and
dude.
end up on your ass on the
Uh-uh.
on the floor on the grounds.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, that'd be
No. So
awesome.
so I pitch. I'm a guy. I was a good pitcher, and probably still am.
Yeah, it's so
And I just,
hard softball. It's like,
dude, no. You know what? You make fun of it, but there are good pitchers and there are bad pitchers, and there are ways to be good. It's not just about throwing a meatball up there. There are ways to get people out. But and if you don't believe so, then you're a dummy. And that's what makes me so good at being so.
Yeah.
But
You
but
must be better than me because Sammy, the one time that I tried out for the softball team was when you and I worked for
oh yeah,
Dearborn. Yeah.
yeah.
And I went in there that I just cranked. I cranked like three of them into left fields. And I legit am telling you, if I had a measuring tape, they would have been 350-foot bombs.
350. Oh heck yeah.
Well, Sammy, we appreciate the story. I'll make sure I'll put
The,
in the description prayers for Sammy. Make sure he doesn't kill
please.
himself out there. We used to be good at sports, but now we're old and we're all
Oh gosh,
bad.
I'm so scared. I'm legit scared.
We are all bad now. But you know what else is bad, Sammy? This
What's
list
that?
of movies that we're gonna go through.
Uh,
The top 100. I don't know, the top 100 or bottom 100 movies of all time. The baddest of the bad movies. We're gonna review them after this break.
yes.
Some of them you've heard of, Sammy. Some you haven't heard of.
Okay.
Some you've probably watched and regret. But we're gonna go through it as quickly as we can. Coming up right after this. Hold the mayo.
Hold the mail.
Whoop whoop.
Mom?
Squirrel.
Yeah, it's time for an adventure. Go beyond your backyard and head out for a real adventure at Wild Florida. Ride on an airboat and check out the wildlife. Walk through one of our wild animal encounters and drive through our safari park with free-roaming wild animals. Ride, walk, drive. All paths lead to adventure at Wild Florida. Book your adventure today at wildfl.com.
I am so gonna die.
And we're back on Hold the Mayo.
Hold the mail.
Hold the Mayo, baby. As a reminder, PSA, public service announcements.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe. We need your help to keep this thing going. Our video last week had Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was an amazing guest. Sammy was stuck in the bathroom, so he didn't get to talk to him. He totally missed him. Sorry, Sammy.
Yeah.
He's on a very tight schedule. He did talk to me for about 10 minutes, gave me some insight on rocket ships. It was pretty cool. I cracked a couple jokes, made him laugh a couple times, and then we moved on and kept on going. It was a very interesting interview. Hopefully he'll join us again in the future if I didn't upset him with my stupidity.
You nailed that interview, by the way. You nailed that interview. I
Yeah,
thought
it
you did
was
a great job.
fun. It was fun. I wish you could have been there, but it is what it is.
Yeah, me too.
Nature
Hey,
calls.
the bow, when the bows speak, you listen.
Yeah, pretty much. But as promised, that was good. This is gonna be bad. The top or bottom 100 movies of all time.
What
You
do we
ready
got?
for this?
What do we got?
The crappiest movie of all time. I'm gonna read the title, the year, and give you a little synopsis just so everybody knows what it is. I put on my glasses because I'm half blind. Sorry, people. And then we'll keep going through it. You ready?
Go.
Here we go. In the last place, Ballistic X versus Sever 2002, starring Antonio Banderas, Lucy Liu, some guy named Greg Henry, Ray Park, who was in Star Wars. Sammy, have you
Yes.
seen this movie? What do you think, man?
What is it? Say it again. Say it slower.
Ballistic X versus
X
Sever.
versus Seaver. No. I for some reason did not watch it. I know of it. I just missed it. But no, sorry, no
Yeah,
opinions.
that
But
was,
I know it's
that was
bad.
a pass for me. This is
Yeah.
I got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
But
Next
I know
one.
of it. I'm aware of it.
Yeah, next one on the list, One Missed Call, 2008, starring Shannon Somo, some blah blah. People I've never seen of, but I'm
Pass.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
pass. But I'm sure I would die to be in any one of these movies, to be honest. Next one, 2014, Left Behind, starring Nicolas Cage.
Yes. So I have not seen it. I know it's based on a book, a series of Christian books about the apocalypse, and it's about guy's name is Tim LaHaye, I think, and it was supposed to be a giant franchise, and it just went nowhere. And Nicolas Cage is great, but he's such a caricature, and so if you can't buy into his character, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
And
I love Nicolas Cage, so I did watch it myself too. It was horrible. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, it ends with nobody left alive on Earth. The ends. How do you make a sequel from that? I don't know.
right.
All right, next one on
Where'd
the
everybody
list.
go?
Next one on the list, 1,000 Words, 2012, starring Eddie Murphy, Kerry Washington, Cliff Curtis, and Clark Duke. Have you even heard of it?
No. Sorry, Eddie.
No? I did
got
watch it
nothing.
too. I was not very amused. It's hard for a funny man to be funny when he's not allowed to talk. That's the premise of the movie.
Oh.
All right, next one on the list, Gotti, 2018, starring John Travolta, Spencer Rocco, Lofranco, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was horrible, man. some people just don't need to be made into something like that. And John Travolta is not selling as Gotti at all. It's just you lose immersion immediately. It could have been good, maybe with somebody else, but I'm sorry, man.
Total flop. Yeah,
I was expecting him to bust out Grease Lightning or something.
yeah, he should have. I had no interest in it. Did not watch it. Next one on the list, Pinocchio, 2002. It looks like a live action movie starring Roberto Benigni, directed by Roberto Benigni.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it, but I know who that dude is. He
Yeah.
won best. Yeah, he won best actor years ago for a movie called Life is Beautiful. And if you remember watching the Oscars, he was a dude who kind of climbed over the seats and stuff to
Yeah,
get up to the stage.
he jumped up on top of the seat.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah.
I remember that. Well, this movie sucks. Next one on the list, Super Babies, Baby Geniuses Part 2 in 2004, starring John Voight, Scott Baio, and a couple of others. I didn't even know this was a movie. I obviously didn't watch it. What about you?
No, I was out after the first one. I thought the first one ended just perfectly,
Yeah.
and I didn't think it warranted a second one. So yeah,
Agree. I did see the first one, did not need the second one. Next one on the list. As a reminder, these are movies that scored 0% on Rotten Tomatoes so far. Next one on the list, Gold Diggers, 2003. We can skip that one. I never. Have you even heard of that one?
no, it's not the Austin Powers one, is it?
No. Oh, this is National Lampoon's Gold Diggers.
Oh,
I guess it was
okay.
bad.
No.
All right, we'll
I'm sure
skip that one.
they're topless women. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. All right, next on the list, The Last Days of American Crime. I never heard of it either.
I'll pass.
All right, we'll skip that one. All right, here we go. This one's an interesting one. Jaws Revenge. Jaws the
Dude.
Revenge, 1987.
Yes, I have seen that. When you're a kid, nothing's bad.
That's true.
So it's a shark. Okay, cool. All right, nothing's bad when you're a kid. So yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of that. It was bad, and we actually on July 4th we watched a bunch of Jaws, and my wife hadn't even seen it, and we started watching it, and she watched the trailer. It's got Mario Van Peebles,
Yep.
and the mom from the original, I think, and Jaws is chasing her.
It was pretty bad. Scored a 0%. All right, next one on the list, The Ridiculous Six, starring Adam Sandler, Will Forte, Taylor Lautner, and Steve Buscemi. I think I watched this. It's obviously very bad because it's Adam Sandler movie, but I love Adam Sandler movies.
Careful.
No. It's
Okay,
so
okay.
bad, but you just love it just because he's just awesome. So,
Right. Okay.
where were you?
No, I never
The
watched
Ridiculous
it.
Six.
I'm
Never
aware
saw
of
it?
it. I'm aware of it.
All right, we'll keep going. This is an interesting one. Dark Crimes, 2016, starring Jim Carrey.
Dark Crimes.
No?
I
It's
was expecting a different list.
well, this is the list, man. These are the zeros.
Right,
These are
that's
the
fair.
zeros.
That's fair. All right.
All right, we'll keep
Yeah.
it going. Next one on the list, Stratton, 2017. That sounds like a skip to me.
Stratton.
Stratton. Starring Dominic Cooper, Connie Nielsen. I don't know. Two people I never heard of. We can keep going. I'm just gonna skip the next one. It's called London Fields, whatever. And the one after that's called The Nutcracker. Who cares? All right, here's an interesting one.
All right.
Return to the Blue Lagoon, 1991, starring Mila
Dude.
Jovovich, Brian Krause.
No, I remember watching. I did not watch it, but I remember watching the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooke Shields gets all
Oh, yeah.
naked and stuff.
Oh,
and I mean, she was like a kid. How did they even get away with that stuff?
Yeah, I remember the story about that. She was a minor when she did that.
Yeah.
And I guess it was just before anybody gave a shit about anything.
Yeah, well, I mean that's when you're a kid, you have. I mean, we had cable for the first time. I watched Blue Lagoon and had to make sure my parents didn't walk in while I was watching this thing.
Oh yeah.
That might have been probably my first exposure to skin on cable, I think.
Yeah, and it's probably part of the reason why you can still chuck that softball.
Right.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's do
Let's move
PG-13.
on.
Wagons East, 1994. I never even heard. John Candy was in this one.
No.
No? All right, we'll skip it.
Sorry,
Okay.
Candy.
Here's a classic. I don't know how this scored a 0. This was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Problem Child, 1990, starring John
Dude,
Ritter.
Problem Child was awesome.
Yeah, Score to 0,
Yeah.
man. Score to 0.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. I think I remember going to the Dollar Theater and watching that a couple times.
Yeah, it was a decent movie.
See,
I
nothing's
definitely
bad
enjoyed
when
it.
you're a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, next one on the list, Cabin Fever, 2016. We can skip that one.
I've actually seen that.
You have? All right, let me go back to it.
Yes,
Starring Nadine Crocker, Matthew Daddario,
the
Samuel
Dario,
Davis,
yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah,
So something about a quarantine, blah
yeah,
blah blah. They're out of
yeah.
college.
They're people camping, and then he gets sick or whatever, and he's got to be quarantined. Yeah. It sucked, so it
sucked.
deserves on the list.
Did this one have any? Did this have skin in it, Sandy? Is that your thing?
PG-13.
All right, we'll keep going. Next one on the list, Three Strikes, 2000 from 2000s, starring Brian Hooks and Bush Wright. We skipped it. E40. I don't know what the heck. I never even heard of this one. We can pass. All right, The Disappointments Room. This one sounds familiar. 2016. The Disappointment Room, starring Kate Beckinsale. That's probably why.
Dude, she's hot.
Oh yeah.
She immediately gives that at least a 1.0.
Yeah. Her husband David and a 5-year-old son start a new life after moving from the hustle and bustle, blah blah blah. I swear I think that turned into a TV show, actually.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I think it's a TV show now on Netflix or something like that. All right, next one on the list, Red Line, 2007. This is a car one. Have you seen this one?
I've heard of it. No, I haven't seen it.
All right, we'll keep going. Here we go. This was a surprising one to me because of the names, who started it, and who directed it. Scored a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Staying Alive, 1983, starring John Travolta, Cynthia Rhodes, directed by Sylvester Stallone.
Staying Alive was good.
Staying Alive.
I thought it was a classic.
This was a sequel to Saturday Night Fever. Scored a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
Okay.
I won't lie, I've never seen it, but it's the type of movie I think that I would want to watch just because it's got John Travolta and Sylvester
No, I
Stallone.
probably didn't. I probably didn't. I guess I was thinking Saturday Night Live.
Saturday
But
Night Fever.
that's two for Travolta, and he's got to have a third one on there. Battlefield Earth.
Well, Sammy, you're getting ahead of me, but here it is right now. Look Who's Talking Now, 1993, starring John Travolta, Chris Downey.
Dude. See,
also got a 0%. We'll keep on moving through this list. We're on number 25 of the worst movies ever. Number 25, Highlander Part 2, The Quickening, 1991, starring Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery. This, I think, was a decent movie for me. Yeah. I definitely enjoyed the original one, and I remember watching this too because it was just like, it was kind of like epic. I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed it. What about you?
Yeah, I know, I enjoyed it, dude. I was a kid. Anything cool like that was fun.
There can be only one.
I mean, anything Christopher Lambert does is kind of weird. He was Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movies too, and they're just not any good, but still worthwhile.
I honestly don't know a lot of his work other than those 3 movies. So what is what it is. All right. Number 26, Homecoming, 2009, starring 3 people I'd never heard of. Directed by Morgan J. Freeman. Is that the Morgan Freeman that we all know? I don't know.
I doubt it.
Did not do good. All right, we'll keep going. Bo Derek was in a movie called Bolero, 1984.
Yes, I remember that. Yep.
Uh-oh. Skinemax?
No. I probably Skin. It's sad the things I remember. But that's another cable movie that probably shouldn't have watched.
All right, we'll keep it moving. We want to keep the kids watching and not feel a little awkward hearing all these weird things. All right, here we go. Whew, let me take a deep breath. Precious Cargo, 2016, starring Mark Paul Gosselaar, Bruce Willis, and a couple other people.
No.
Never heard of it. Okay, yeah, me neither. Okay, I did hear this one. I'm surprised it didn't do as well as it could have, I think, because it's based on, I think, anime, at least, or a very popular cartoon. Max Steel, 2016, starring Ben Winchell. I guess it didn't have anybody big in it. That's why.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, the kid gets like this like super suit thing or whatever, and I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I thought it would have done better. Oh well. All right, number 30. We're gonna stop here to take a quick break, but number 30 on the list, Killing Me Softly, 2002, starring Heather
By
Graham.
the Fugees.
No, not by the Fugees. Sorry. That's a good one, though. I'll give you credit for that. That was a good one. starring Heather Graham, Joseph Fiennes, which I think is an amazing actor. He's very
Yeah, he is good.
underutilized. I loved him in Flash Forward. Was amazing. First season. And then
Heather Graham's hot.
yeah, well, yeah, I guess I'm harping on the guy. I should be harping on the girl.
I mean, we know some things about you. Right?
Shut up. All right, we'll stop there, catch our breath, and we'll be right back after this break with some more horrible movies
Dude, this is fun.
on Hold the Mayo.
Cuando el cáncer ataca a la familia, no hay tiempo que perder. Por eso, en Moffitt Cancer Center tratamos tu caso con el más alto nivel de urgencia. Primero obtenemos un diagnóstico preciso rápidamente y luego comenzamos un tratamiento individualizado para lograr los mejores resultados. Ven a Moffitt primero, el único centro integral de tratamiento de cáncer en Florida, con todas las opciones científicas, tecnológicas y terapéuticas para salvar vidas. Moffitt, un centro de cáncer como ningún otro.
And we are back on Hold the Mayo. I'm Dan Gutierrez, IV, and that guy making noises over there wearing a beautiful cowboy hat is Sam the Man McMahon.
All right.
We're
Okay,
going
let's get back
through,
into this. This is
yeah,
fun.
we're going through the list of the top 100 or bottom 100 worst movies of all time. We are picking it up on number 31. You ready for this, Sammy?
31.
We're gonna do this like rapid fire, man. We haven't done rapid fire in a long time, so this is rapid fire. Get ready. This is a sprint, not a marathon. Here we go.
Here we go.
31. I can't even pronounce it. Merci d'occurer, 2002.
Balls. Move
Pass. Transylvania, 2009. You even heard
Sounds
of
like
that?
a movie that would be made today. I'll just
Right?
leave it at that.
We'll keep going. Dark Tide, 2012, starring Halle Berry. That's enough.
Yes,
movie
I've heard of
right
that.
there.
Yeah, because Halle Berry, I had a big crush
I
on her.
watched this. Traumatized by a traumatized shark expert, Halle Berry must battle her own fears, lead a thrilling seeking businessman on a dive, blah, blah, blah. I remember seeing this. It was actually pretty good.
Yes. I wouldn't have remembered until you read that. Yeah.
Yep. It was a pretty
it was
decent movie, but it scored a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's keep on moving.
Okay.
Folks, with an exclamation point. Folks, 1992, starring Tom Selleck.
I'll pass.
You're like, what? Tom Selleck.
No.
All right. Constipation, 2005. This movie never came out.
I experienced that often.
That was a joke. The movie's actually called Constellation. You didn't hear what I said. Constipation, this movie never came out.
Somebody's got jokes.
Constellation, 2009, starring Billy D. Williams and Zoe Saldana.
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
All right, we'll keep on going. It got a 0. Stolen, 2009, starring John Hamm, Josh Lucas, Rona Mitra, and Jimmy Bennett.
Don't know, but Rona Mitra's hot.
And John Hamm, I'm going to harp on the guys every single time. John Hamm was a big actor. He had a nice TV show.
Yeah, he was
for
good.
several years.
I like him.
All right, we'll keep on going. Simon Says, 1999, starring Dennis Rodman.
Yes. 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 Oh my god.
I think he was a bad guy. He was a bad guy. Had like
Yes.
super strength or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw it, scored a 0, so obviously I waste my time. Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to shift gears just a tiny bit because now we're on number 38, but this one scored a 1%
Ooh.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Quick drum roll. Brr. Okay. Here we go. Alone in the Dark, 2005, starring Christian Slater and Tara Reid.
I did see this. I don't remember it, but I know I've seen it. And they're
Yes.
actually making I believe they're doing a remake of it currently.
Yeah, I think I've
didn't-
also seen it. Obviously, it wasn't very good because I don't remember, but it says when investigators of supernatural detective Edward whatever lead him to uncover the long lost tribe of some crap. I don't know. Alone in the Dark. Evil awakens. Scored a 1%.
Yeah.
All right.
Almost positive they're doing a remake.
This one surprised me a little bit, but it didn't surprise me. The Master of Disguise, 2002, starring Dana
Oh my
Carvey.
gosh, dude, that doesn't even deserve a 1. That was ridiculously
Well,
stupid.
Here's my only take. My son was a kid, and he loved this movie. I don't know why my hand. Am I not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Oh my god, it's cringy, man. No. I'd
right.
rather eat my own vomit.
All right, here we go. Daddy Day Camp, 2007, starring Cuba Gooding Jr. This was a sequel.
Sequel to Daddy Daycare.
Yeah, yeah. Directed by Fred Savage, scored 1%.
Yeah.
This was surprising because I love these type of movies. They usually do pretty good, but this one did not. Disaster movie, 2008, starring a bunch of
Well,
people,
yeah,
including Kim Kardashian.
yeah. Well, you like those parody movies?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like goofiness, but whatever. Let's keep on going. Twisted, 2004. This one actually scored a 2%, starring Ashley Judd and Samuel L. Jackson and Andy Garcia. Twisted. Never heard of it. We'll keep on
Love
going.
it.
I think I watched this one. Epic Movie, 2007.
Yeah. I
Yep.
did see that.
It's right in line with Disaster Movie.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun. Those parody movies actually are kind of fun. They're
Yeah,
worth,
they're
if
definitely
you just
fun.
want to have a stupid laugh, yeah. No.
Yes, 100%. All right, 2006, The Crossover, or just Crossover, starring a bunch of people I haven't heard of. We can skip it. Anthony Mackie's in it. I guess it's before Marvel called him.
All right.
The In Crowd, 2000.
Yes, that's
You
a
watched
scary.
it?
Is that? I think so. It's a horror movie,
You have not watched it. It's
like a high school horror movie.
It
Read it.
says Adrian Williams has spent time at a psychiatric hospital learning to come to terms with a troubled past. Maybe it's a little bit of like not
No,
horror,
it's
but...
not what I'm thinking. No, it's not what.
All right. Well, anyways, it got 2%. So, all right, One for the Money, 2012, starring Katherine Heigl.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Sammy. Texas Rangers, 2001, starring James Vanderbeek, who, by the way, James Vanderbeek looks like he's like 60 years old and he's only 43 or 44.
Yeah, he's beat up, dude.
Yeah. James Vanderbeek, Dylan McDermott, Usher, Ashton Kutcher. Definitely had some names in it, but shitty movie.
Yeah,
right,
I don't.
Here we go. Number 48 on the list, Meet the Spartans, another one of those kind of goofy movies.
Yeah.
You watched that one, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I did. Absolutely, I did.
Yeah.
Did
good. You watch the original? Not the original, but did you watch 300 or the Spartan?
Oh, heck yeah.
I never got into those. I tried, and
What?
I just couldn't watch it. Couldn't do it.
Oh, dude.
Couldn't do it.
Dude, you can watch that stuff, but you can't watch the good stuff.
I don't know what it is. It's like, to each his own, whatever.
I'm
All right, we got
learning.
two more, Sammy. We're going to wrap it up for today because we are going to run long if we keep trying to go through this. We'll do the next 50 next week. All right, here we go. Number 49 on the worst 100 movies in the world. King's Ransom, 2005, starring Anthony Anderson, Jay Moore, and a couple other no names.
I've heard of it. I don't know anything.
Yeah, we'll keep going. All right, and the last one for today. Number 50 on the list.
Yep.
A Happy Madison production.
Uh-oh.
Strange Wilderness, 2008, starring Steve Zahn, Jonah Hill, Ashley Scott, and Alan Covert.
No, I was expecting you to say Little Nicky.
Yeah, I wish it was Little Nicky, but
Little Nicky was ridiculous. That's up there with Master of Disguise. It's just one of the absolute worst movies I've ever seen.
What?
Oh,
Are you serious?
Oh, dude, I love
when Adam Sandler's the devil.
Yeah, I love Adam Sandler, and he should be throat punched for that movie.
Oh man,
that was ridiculous.
All right, well there you go. You heard it from us first. The top or bottom 50 movies on the list.
Worst 50 movies, and you can only get that kind of information and insight here.
That's right. That's why you gotta like, comment, subscribe, obey.
Right.
There's a whole list of things you got to do. But if you want to win $1 billion, that'll be payable over the next 100 million years. Check us out after the break. We're going to do our single frame movie challenge right after this.
Can't wait.
Hold the Mayo.
Before you hit the open road, stop by Ultimate Seats to ride in comfort and style. Ultimate Seats is the perfect place to customize your motorcycle seat. For most major motorcycle brands, our quality parts, materials, and workmanship are #1. Let us help you enjoy your ride even more. Ride away and take advantage of our 14-day comfort guarantee. Have the most comfortable ride of your life with Ultimate Seats. Visit our Ormond Beach store today at Destination Daytona.
And we're back on Hold the Mayo. As always, with me, Sam the Man McMahon. I'm Dan Gutierrez IV. Like, comment, subscribe. And put some love in your comments this time. We got a
Dude,
couple people
like,
comments.
subscribe, and obey.
And
man.
freaking obey.
God damn it. Get it right.
All right. I'll try. I'll learn eventually. All right, we're gonna wrap up today's episode after we went through the bottom 50. Next week we'll do the next 50. But as always, we're gonna wrap it up with the single frame movie challenge. Sammy, I'm gonna put the picture up in a moment. I'm gonna want you to make your official guess, and then we'll leave it for everybody to put their guesses in.
All right.
And eventually we'll pick a winner. So without further ado, Sammy, I'm gonna put the picture and I want you to make your guess now.
Ooh, this fits with what we were talking about earlier. I'm going Sandbox. Or the Sandbox.
Man, you have been drinking again. Sammy said the
Dude.
Sandbox. I think I understood what you meant.
Sandlot. Let's go Sandlot. Maybe.
Sandlot. Okay, you're going with the Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Great baseball movie. Probably one of the all-time great baseball movies. It's definitely not on the list that we're going through.
No, it better not be.
It isn't. All right, looked ahead. But that's it, man. We're done for today, and we'll be wrapping this one up and getting back to you guys next week. We're gonna go through the next 50 on the list, and then whatever else is going on out there. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. But remember, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Obey.
Obey.
Like, comment, obey.
Subscribe, obey.
Like, subscribe. Like, subscribe, obey. Hold on.
And comment too if you want.
Yeah, the comments help.
Dude, we want the comments. Actually, if anybody literally actually will go out there and give us a topic, we will do that topic.
Yes. And I have some ideas for it, which I'll discuss next time. I'm thinking about robbing a store. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we'll see.
Right.
Let me know. Let me know. If you guys want me to do it, I will do it. I will do it. I got a cowboy hat on. I'll put on my bandana.
Yeah.
They won't know who I am. They won't know. That's all we got for you.
They'll think it's a white guy.
Yeah, probably. That's all we got for you today. Sammy, last words. What do you want to say?
Dude, pray for me. I'm gonna
Pray
die
for me,
playing softball.
I knew it. All right, that's it. Hold the Mayo, baby.
Hold the Mayo.
Pictures of every single movie as I say.
That is gonna suck.